Hi everyone, this is part 2 of my little challenge run where I'm building a park with no dinosaurs whatsoever in Jurassic World Evolution 3. If you haven't watched part 1, I would recommend you do so for a few context clues, but with that out of the way, let's get right back into it. In any case, having prepared for some Dunkleosteus with the already made enclosure, and already having a viable Tropiognathus genome, getting those two species into the park was my next course of action. After getting the Dunkleosteus genome, I released the big dunks into their lagoon. I did remember while finagling the Tropiognathus that I could also probably get started on the Dimorphodon, so I did start to synthesize the batch. While they weren't really difficult at all to get into their enclosure, one of my handlers got injured and I had to pay out quite a hefty sum. Money, as you'll soon see, is a bit of a tight resource, so this did suck quite a bit. And obviously, as you can see here, I didn't really have any funds for synthesizing some Chronosaurus, but that's what contracts are for. After scraping enough funds together to get the Chronosaurus to get synthesized and incubated, I did decide to take a picture of my Dimetrodons. Also, wow, you can see I really suck at driving. And also, after plunging the MVU into the water, like a big idiot, I was actually able to finally release my Chronosaurus into the park. And at that point, I had just about reached 3 stars, and to round out the park, I figured I might as well get the rest of the aviary species into the park, so I made a shared Pteranodon and Geosternbergia enclosure. And after some scientist troubles, I also managed to scrape a team together to research the Quetzalcoatlus dig site, while also finagling the Geosternbergia genome for synthesis. It didn't take long for both them and the Pteranodon to be released into their enclosure, though I still need to get myself the Quetzalcoatlus. At that point, money actually wasn't even that big of an issue, as only after a little bit of waiting, I was able to release the Quetz into the park. And, as it happened, that one event did tip my park rating to nearly 4 stars. But I still wasn't quite there yet, so I had to think about what would get me over that hurdle. Part of that was getting another Quetzalcoatlus, a male one this time, and the expedition there instantly tanked my funds. While I was scrounging for money, I figured that giving my 2 Chronosaurus some more buddies would do well, but again, the funds were rather tight. Waiting around a bit was really all I could do to scrape together the money I needed to synthesize and incubate the batch. And after a bit of twiddling my fingers, some fossil extraction, and improving my infrastructure, the Chronosaurus were finally released. With their addition, I was just inches away from crossing that 4-star park mark. But luckily by then, I had enough money to cook up another Quetzalcoatlus. And after a bunch more waiting, the second Quetz took me over that 4-star threshold. Given how well things were going, I decided to stop there and save the 5-star milestone for part 3. Admittedly, I think this video was also going to be rather short, probably even shorter than part 1 was, but getting those extra 2 stars only took a little bit over an hour, I think. I suppose I just lock in and focus really well when I have a goal in mind. Speaking of part 3, that will have a different format than parts 1 and 2, so please stay tuned for that. And, as always, if you like what you've seen, please consider dropping a like and subscribing, as I would appreciate it very much. And thank you for watching.